Namaste.
This
Well, I see that here and Umbe's here. Oh, that's wonderful. Namaste. Thank you
Namaste.
for joining.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Namaste. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. I'm just sitting here. The boys are both sleeping next to me, but they'll be up soon.
Oh, good. Well, we'll hope for the best. I'll try to be quiet so I don't wake everybody up. But there's a loudspeaker outside my door, and somebody's street advertising something. I don't know what you're seeing here. Let's see if I can see what you're seeing. Can you see me?
No, Swamiji.
No. Okay. Allow live activities from Zoom. Living with the Soul podcast. I don't know what all these are.
Just close that, Swamiji. Yeah.
Excuse
Now
me?
we can see you. Now
Now
we
you
can
can
see you.
see me?
Yeah.
And you can hear me?
Yeah.
Well, I think I did something right. I must have pressed the right button. Let's see. I've come to the end of my. Well, that's all I get.
Yeah.
Let's see if that works. Does that work?
Yeah, that works.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You'll have to excuse Freema tonight, or she's not feeling well. So somebody had a cold and flu and fever from Bangalore. And so they gave it to Srima. And you know, Mother accepts everything people give to her. So she's upstairs not feeling well today. But I think we can conclude the book today. And then we'll start on a new book in our next session. I hope it will be tomorrow. It seems like it's just the appropriate time to begin. Om Sam Saraswati Namaha. Namaste. We're about to conclude the book called Srima, Living with the Soul, and we're on page 207, and we're going to read story number 8. And as you I can imagine, these were all footnotes that came throughout the story of Srima, and they were stories that Srima told to enhance the stories that Srimant told, so that there wouldn't be any doubt about what Srimant stood for, and what is her bhavana, and what is her attitude towards life, and how many people love her all around the world, myself included. In fact, I hope I'm first in line. One day, 2 sadhus were going by the thief's house. They had nothing, 1 jola, a bag, and 1 common bowl. When the thief caught the 2 sadhus, he was going to kill them, but one of them said, "Why are you killing people? You're creating bad karma." The Gunda said, "I'm not creating bad karma. I'm taking care of my family. It's my duty. It's my dharma. Who will give them food? Give everything you have to me right now." One of the sadhus said, "Okay, but listen to my question first and then give an answer. After that, you can kill us, tie us to the tree, go to your house and ask your parents, 'I am stealing and killing people in order to support you. Will you share the responsibility with me for those actions as you share the food?'" So the Gunda agreed and tied them to the tree. He went home and he asked his parents, "I'm robbing and killing people in order to support you." Will you take a share of my sins as you share in the food? And his parents said, why? Why would we take your sins? You are doing your own karma. Your duty is to take care of us. Every individual takes care of his or her own karma. No, we won't take a share of your sins. Oh, said the Gunda. He went to his wife and asked the same question, and his wife said the same thing. And he thought, oh my God, I'm taking care of my family with devotion, but they won't take a share of the sins of my karma. He returned to see the sadhus and said, no, they won't take a share of my sins. And the sadhu said, then why are you doing these things? At that time, he felt, yes, what am I doing? The sadhu said, everybody is responsible for his or her own karma. Do good karma. And the Gunda asked the sadhus, how can I be free from all the bad karma I have accumulated? And the sadhus replied, say the name of Ram. The Gunda wasn't pure enough to say the name of Ram, so the sadhu said, say Mara, dead body. He was really touched and went into the jungle and started to chant. And as he chanted Mara, Mara, Rama, it turned into Rama, Rama, Rama. And laughing, one day he became a big Ram devotee and he wrote the Ramayana. The story of Ram and Sita and Hanuman is one of the most beloved books in India. This is story number 9. When Ravan cut off his heads, Shiva was pleased with his devotion and gave him a lingam to take back to his kingdom. But Shiva was also aware that Ravan had too much ego. So he told Ravan that on his way back, he should not let the lingam touch the ground. Well, on the way home, Ravan had to make poo very badly. He couldn't control it, and he had to stop his journey to attend the calls of nature. He asked a young cowherder to hold the Shiva lingam while he was performing his duty and to make sure not to put it on the ground. The little boy found the Shiva lingam heavy at first, and it became heavier and heavier. And the boy kept calling for Ravan to come back, but he was busy and couldn't return. When the boy couldn't hold the Shiva lingam anymore, it fell to the ground and the boy ran away. This loudspeaker is louder than the last one. We'll pause. It's almost election time here in Nashik, and the person with the loudest microphone and speakers wins. When Ravan finally came back, he said, hey, Shiva, what has happened? He tried to lift the lingam off the ground, but it wouldn't move. Ravan's ego popped out and he said to Shiva, so you are testing me? Well, if you don't want to come to my kingdom, then fine. One day you'll have to come to me. That Shiva lingam became the Jyotirlingam at Baidyanath. Ravan went home empty-handed and told his mother, Shiva has too much pride and he won't come back to our kingdom. On a subtle level, you'll see another story behind this one. Narad was a rishi who did great tapasya and said that he had become a Brahmagani, a knower of universal truth. He was always saying, Aham Brahmasmi, I am one with God, I am God. One day, Narad asked Vishnu, what is Maya and what is love? Vishnu said, do tapasya and you will see. During Narad's tapasya, he conquered wind, rain, and fire, and even Indra, the king of the gods. He thought, Aham Brahmasmi, I have conquered everything. I have attained the highest. Then he went to Shiva, who he loved, and he bowed down to him. He told Shiva, Aham Brahmasmi, I am the supreme divinity. And Shiva thought, oh, ego, he is bound by illusion. Shiva said, okay, you have become the supreme divinity, but don't tell that to Vishnu. Be quiet. Narad said, okay, Shiva, I won't say anything. Then Narad went to get Vishnu's darshan because Vishnu was his guru. He didn't listen to Shiv, but kept saying, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, I am God. And Vishnu thought, oh, he is really full of ego right now. I will send him to earth to see how long he can remain the supreme divinity. Vishnu told Narad, go to earth and teach your Aham Brahmasmi there. Narad went to earth, and Vishnu also went down as a young girl, the daughter of a king. Narad met the girl, and they fell in love. Vishnu was playing Maya. The girl, the king's daughter, was to pick her husband the next day. Narad went to the king for his daughter's hand. The king told him to come to the ceremony the following day. Narad was so happy. He went to Vishnu and said, I fell in love with a king's daughter who is to be married tomorrow. Vishnu, please make me the most handsome prince so that the princess will choose me as her husband. And Vishnu said, your love is universal, unattached love. This is some other love. This is different. Go tomorrow, and I will make you into the most distinctive appearance so that you can realize your dreams. So saying, Vishnu gave Narad the face of a monkey. Many kings and princes came to the ceremony where the princess was to choose her husband. She had a garland that she would put around the head of her new husband. When Narad came, she saw he had a monkey face, and so she didn't choose him. Instead, she gave the garland to Vishnu, who had also come in disguise. Vishnu takes the part of both the bride and the groom because he is all-pervading consciousness. When the princess put the garland on Vishnu, Narad got mad. Shiva had two disciples, Shringi and Bringi. And Shiva told them to go to the earth to help break Narad's ego. Then Shringi and Bringi showed Narad his face in the water. Narad saw the monkey face and realized what Shiva and Vishnu had done. He said, Vishnu, you tricked me. I'm giving you a curse. You will have to go to the earth and suffer separation from your wife. Shringi and Bringi, you have to go too and become demons. And Vishnu said, I agree. When Shringi and Bringi heard this, they went to Vishnu and asked, "What should we do?" Vishnu said, "You have to decide what kind of birth you want to take. If you take an Ashura form, born of duality as demons, you won't have to stay long and you'll come back to heaven sooner." They decided to become Asuras so they wouldn't spend a long time on earth. Vishnu became Ram, and Shringi and Bringi became Ravan and his brother Kumbhakarna. But when Narad realized he cursed Vishnu, he thought, "What did I do?" And he went to Vishnu and started crying and said, "Vishnu, please forgive me." Vishnu said, "You didn't do anything. This is what I did with you because I need to go to the earth to purify it. You are just the instrument to make that happen." Here's a little aside. Swamiji couldn't follow Srimam when she left his ashram because he had already made a sankalpa, a spiritual vow, to finish his sadhana, which required several more weeks of chanting. Nobody in the nearby village knew Srima's name or where she came from, so he did not know how to find her. Having completed his Sankalpa, Swamiji took the train to Kolkata en route to Guwahati, where he wanted to worship at the Kamakya temple. When he arrived in Kolkata, he got down from the train at Dakshineshwar and went straight to Ramakrishna's room, where he sat in a long, ecstatic meditation. In his meditation, he heard the word Belgacha, and he went outside and asked someone in Hindi, "What is the meaning of Belgacha?" And the man replied, "Fruit tree." That didn't mean anything to Swamiji, so he asked another man, "Do you know of any special fruit trees by that name?" "No," replied the man, "but there is a bus stop with that name." Swamiji thanked him and immediately went to the bus stand. "I would like a ticket to Belgachia," he said. "Which one?" replied the ticket collector. "There are two Belgachias. One is on this side of the river and the other is on that side." "I want a ticket on this side of the river," replied Swamiji. The collector responded, "The stop is over there. The bus just left. The next one will be here in about an hour." "Oh, where is the bus for the other side of the river?" Swamiji asked. "It's over there," he replied, pointing. "They are just boarding." Swamiji bought a ticket and got on the bus. When he got off the bus at the Belgachia stop, a few rickshawwalas came over and asked him where he wanted to go. Not really knowing how to answer, Swamiji said, "Where is Ma?" "Ma is everywhere," one of them said. And then he called over one of their youngest drivers and said, "You've got a great fare here. Take him on a tour of the city and show him a temple of Kali." After touring the town, the rickshawwala took Swamiji to the farthest edge of the community, to a tiny Kali temple far away from the main bazaar, and there he stopped. Swamiji said to him, "Please wait here." Inside the temple was a small statue of Kali. The pujari appeared astounded to see him and immediately gave Swami a blessing and then said, "May I ask you a question?" This is the most amazing thing. All of the foreigners who come to Calcutta go to Belur Mott, to Dakshineshwar, or to Kalighat. How did you happen to come to this temple? You are the first foreigner ever to come here. I'm looking for Ma, Swamiji replied. Do you mean Sri Ma? She is in that house across the street, the pujari said, pointing. So Swamiji went across the street and knocked on the door of the house where Sri Ma was staying. Here's another story. When asked to write about our dear Sri Ma, words do not come to mind. Our eyes close, our heart feels with copious amounts of joy and love that only be expressed through action. Words, phrases, and expressions do not provide nearly the infinite amount of justice that Sri Ma deserves. When pressed hard to put words to paper about Sri Ma, the only manifestation that rears above the surface of love is once again action. In our meager viewpoint, we believe that every single moment of every day we are here on this planet is Mother's Day. Her day. We need to listen to her messages, mimic her every action through our every action, and strive to honor her presence by acting purely devoted to whatever degree possible in our continuous existence. Sonia and Tanya. And that concludes the story of living with the soul, Sri Ma, the living with the soul. And thank you very much for joining us every day and listening to the story. And we'll return tomorrow with a new book. And Sri Ma has asked that we read the Devi Gita. Do you know? Yes, you do. Om Sam Saraswati Namaha Namaste. And now I want to talk to you a little bit about the Devi Gita, just as an introduction, what we're going to start tomorrow, because there are three books that are really very special. And they include the mantra, yantra, and tantra of Devi puja, of Devi worship. And the Chandi Pat is the mantra, the intuitive expression of what it takes to love the goddess. And the Devi Gita is the yantra, the intellectual explanation of the love affair. How does it work? How do you do your sadhana? How do you sit? How do you breathe? How do you focus your attention? And the cosmic puja, the Samasti Upasana, is the tantra. And it tells you where to put the flowers and what do you say. What does each flower mean? Who sits? Which deities sit on the yantra? And how do you invite the goddess into your heart? So in our next session, we're going to begin the discussion of the Devi Gita. Om Sam Saraswati Namaha Namaste. Namaste. I can't hear you. I think your mic is off.
Swamiji, thank you.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Oh,
Namaste,
namaste.
Swamiji. Pranam.
You. Namaste to you. Let's see. Oh, I can see Gopi and I can see Pallavi. I can see, let's see who else has come. We have so many people. Bandana has come. Oh,
Namaste, Swamiji.
Pranam. Namaste.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Namaste, Kushik.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Look at your patient, how he's doing. Thank you very much. I appreciate your counsel, doctor. Namaste
Thank you so
to you.
much. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll see
Namaste to you.
all tomorrow at this time, and we're going to make arati now and then go check on your other patient, Sri Ma. Hi, Joe. How's everything in Bangkok?
สวัสดีครับ
I'm very glad to see you. Namaste.
Namaste, Namaste, Guru Swamiji and Srima.
James.
Namaste, everyone.
Namaste everyone. Jai Ma.
James.
Jai Ma.
Amen.